Are you exhausted, tired, defeated, and yet might still feel this strange energy to kind of go and do things, organize, clean? And you're a super successful woman, have your corporate dream job, own your own business, have the home, the things, and you still feel like you're not sure if this is all that there is. And if that's you, then hi, my name is Jennifer Zenzels. I'm the founder and owner of Laughing Lotus Wellness. I'm a transformational purpose coach and expert. And what I do is work with women just like you. I was you, and I specialize in treating women who are trying to figure out that even though they look like they have it all from the outside looking in, are internally dying on the inside and not happy even though they have what they thought they were going to want, because they're being called to make a lane change in this lifetime. And what we do is we get clear about how we got where we are, where we want to go, how we're going to do that. And I do that with my unique coaching modality, which is really combining all of my favorite healing certifications backed by the foundation of a 20-year clinical practice, providing psychotherapy to hundreds of people. And so what I want to talk about today is that energy. I tapped into it right away. I'm going to talk about two little nuggets of takeaway today. So as we move into a new season, okay, whether in our lives or an actual season, you can think about it either way, we're going to awaken. Right? And so I defined awaken as absolute wisdom and the awareness of the keys to experiencing natural energy. So I talk about energy all the time. So anybody that follows me knows I'm going to get on my soapbox about this because I love talking about energy so much. It's such a powerful tool that we have accessible and that's around us all the time. It's something we sort of can take for granted. And we're really missing the boat if we don't take care of this piece of our beings. And so today we're going to talk about two pieces. When there's energy of a season shift around us, and I said earlier, you might be sad, defeated, exhausted, and you kind of have this weird, like, I got to go do some stuff. During this time of year, as the earth is going to begin to kind of reawaken again, we reawaken. And what happens is we internally have this kind of fiery energy that's going to grow. And yet, sometimes we can't still get outside and do the things we want to do because of seasonal things, right? So there's this beautiful piece of trying to figure out what the heck to do with this bizarre kind of energy we can be carrying around. And so I'm a fan of using your energy, whether it's an actual season or whether it's a season in your life. When you get that urge to kind of like go do something, make it productive. Oh my gosh, like get out there, like clean your house, organize, start something new, right? So when we're already in an energetic experience of some kind, going with the flow is super powerful, right? We notice things like, for example, the sunrise elicits a certain experience in each of us, right? So there's something really beautiful about the beginning of a new day. Super powerful, right? There's a lovely energy in that. That's why so many people opt to do really powerful things in the morning. Maybe it's the most intellectual part of their day, or creating their content, or it's working out really hard and setting that tone. So it's really kind of a beautiful time to use the energy, right? The moon affects the tide. So we know that moon phases and things affect us. There's an energetic science behind these things that are happening to us and around us, right? And rather than fighting that, right, I invite you to lean into that space. So it's like, hey, if it's, I've got this kind of bird that gets, do some things, maybe I pick a drawer in my house. Maybe I do some nice spring cleaning somewhere that I know hasn't had it in a minute. It's really about harnessing that. So I want you to really think about, that's what I want you to think about today is harnessing the energy that's around you and within you. So there's two things, there's inner and outer. First, what I'm talking about is that outer energy and the things that are kind of coming and are happening around us, okay? As we move from winter to spring, days get longer, there's a different energy. We are literally like waking up. And so I love a friend of mine that did acupuncture, talked about Eastern medicine, really says that our fire begins to come again. So what happens is this energy is kind of internal, and it's why that sense of cabin fever, we always call it cabin fever. And the sense is really just that there's like this, I should do something. not sure what, but I should do something. But sometimes, for example, I'm in the Midwest. This is not a great time of year to get out and do something outdoors always, because it can still be really cold or it can be snowy. So we want to figure out a way to sort of be in the energy without being sucked into that and feeling like it's kind of like draining the life out of us, right? But the second piece is identifying what energy is within you. So I'm going to challenge you today to think about, what is your natural energy? The way that you are wired. I want you to really think about that. What is it that's in your energy? Would you say you're peaceful, calm, active, energized? Go in and think about, what is that natural state of your energetic essence? What is that? If you asked 3 people, what would they say? And so I really want you to get clear that there's this outer and inner sort of energetic expression experience we're all having. And I want you to learn to look at that, because it's a really powerful tool. Energy is everything. Energy is in everything. It's around us. The more we become aware of it and the more we step into it, the more powerful of a tool it becomes for us. And so this can be a really powerful way to tap into intuition, to make good, powerful, intentional decisions about your life, discernment. There's just so many ways, creativity. There's so many ways that energy shows up that we want to harness that. So I want you to, one, to think about, how can I harness and show up in the energy that's around me, whatever that is for you right now. What energy is around you? How can you lean into that? How can you take care of yourself if that's uncomfortable? And tell me what the energy is that's yours. What's your energy? I would love for you in the comments. What is your internal energy look like? What's it feel like? Think about that. It's actually really neat to kind of imagine, what would people say about me? What would people talk about my energy all the time? So energy is like one of the things that I know people take away from me, because they say it to me all the time. So I want you to know what yours is. So consider that. That inner outer, we're going to be dealing with that this entire month, where we're talking about awaken and how we're going to tap into that energy, right? Utilize that energy, that oomph that's kind of behind us, that's in and around us. Like, let's just tap into that, right? Sounds awesome. Okay. So my friends, next week we'll be dealing with another piece of awakening, which I'm super excited to bring to you. But in the meantime, I want to mention that I do have a webinar coming up on Wednesday the 16th. It's called A Prize, and it's tapping into your energy. So this is like my month, because I'm talking about one of my favorite things on the planet, and I get to teach a course on it, which I super love. So I would love for you to join me for that free event, and you can go right to my website. It'll pop up and you can join me, and that's laughinglotuswellness.com/webinar. And that's where you're going to go to log in and get your spot. It's free. And we're going to be doing that in the evening on Wednesday the 16th. And I believe I'll set that at 7:30 time Central Standard. 7. We'll do 7 to 8:30. So it'll be an hour and a half long. All you got to do is bring yourself. All you got to do, invite a friend. Who wants to tap into their energy? Who wants to have a greater sense of being empowered to utilize this excellent tool and skill? It's so huge. It's so pivotal and life-altering to learn how to harness this, and that's one of the things that I want to be talking about that evening. So I hope you will come and join me for that. In the meantime, my friends, sending you blessings, love, and light. This is Jen with Laughing Lotus Wellness, just wrapping you in love in your journey as you rise to purpose. See you next time.